My name is Alan Sun. I'm the product manager for the Lincoln Digital Experience, and we're here in Palm Springs taking a look at the new Lincoln Nautilus. Starting with the screens, we have a 48-inch panoramic screen stretching from coast to coast across the entire dash. It's set further back to allow the driver to keep their eyes up and on the road. So you have your most critical driver information as well as your steering wheel controls. So you'll notice as I feel around on the steering wheel, I can change the different controls. We have our media controls on the right, and we have our driver assistance controls, including Blue Cruise, on the left. Right next to it, we have our maps along with an active route. And then we have 3 different configurable widgets that you can adjust with this button right here. So here you can move these around, and you can also turn it off. You can also move it around, arrange and put new ones on here. And if you feel like this is too much, you can always press the calm button and turn it off completely. To access the drive modes, you press this hard button right here, and it brings up the option to have normal, conserve, excite, slippery, and deep conditions, which change the driving behaviors. Moving down here, we have an 11.1-inch center screen, and I'll walk you through some of the different new apps that are available in the Lincoln Digital Experience. Starting with Google Assistant, we can use that to control the climate. So we can say things like, "Okay, Google, set the temperature to 68.
Okay, changing the temperature to 68 degrees.
We can also use it for navigation. So, "Okay, Google, navigate to the closest Starbucks."
Okay, Starbucks. Here we go.
And you'll notice that it shows up both here on the center screen as well as up in the panoramic to keep the driver's eyes up and on the road. For Apple CarPlay, we also support Apple Maps, and for Android Auto, we also support Google Maps projecting up on the panoramic screen. Some other apps that I wanted to take you through include things that can be downloaded on the Play Store. All of this is tied to your digital ecosystem in your profile, which also saves your seat position, your steering wheel position, and your other configuration settings. So if the user goes to the Play Store, they can download a variety of their different favorite apps that they use today, including some exclusives for Lincoln and Ford customers, such as Asphalt Nitro 2. A few different examples of apps that you might see are a browser. So you can use Vivaldi browser to browse the web when you're seated and stationary. So this is only available when you're parked. But you can see it's a fully functioning browser. We also have things like YouTube as well as Amazon Prime Video to play different videos while you're parked, and you can also use this to take over full screen. If I come back, I can also show you certain games can be supported with a Bluetooth paired controller. So here you can bring in a controller for a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation or things like that. You can see for games that support it, you can actually control it with a controller here. This is just going to show you the power of the new hardware. So we have 5 times more processing capability compared to our previous generation Sync 4 systems, as well as 14 times more graphics processing capability. Lastly, I just want to go through the climate controls here. If we go to the climate bar here and you tap on this drawer, you can see that we have access to control the vents digitally on screen. And one of the benefits of this is it allows for us to provide these presets. So some people hate having the air blowing on them, so they want it to be off body. I also really like this one for motion, where you can have it oscillating for both the driver and the passenger. And if you don't want them, you can just close them right there, or you can fine tune it to your desired setting. If you want to do the massage seats, you can go to the vehicle controls here and tap on the seats button. You also have the option for different massage options here for both the driver and the passenger in the front row. And you can also access it with the buttons on the side of the seat. Some other controls that might be worth mentioning are the ambient lighting. So here you can see the 3D is reflected, and you see ambient lighting on both the door sills in the front and the back, as well as in the footwell. But you can change to see different colors as well as the intensities, and it's also reflected in real time on screen. Finally, you have this digital scent in equipped vehicles where you have the option to put up to 3 different cartridges with different scents in here. And you have a couple settings that you can configure, including the ability to diffuse it on the vehicle start, as well as the duration of the scent setting, and also the intensity by cycling through the different options. The audio system is a Revel 28 speaker system in this fully loaded black label trim, and it actually has a few different options. So if you go to the sound settings, you can use the Quantum Logic Surround 3D and choose between different levels of ambient sound tuning. So you have your stereo, your audience, and on stage tuned by Revel. So this is an overview of the brand new Lincoln Digital Experience. We're really excited to have this in customers' hands and excited to see what you think.